nice swivel. It's a great head sculpt. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Hang 10, my dudes! We're going over Funky Kong and his plane, Funky's Flying By, from Nintendo and Lego. Before we begin, leave a like, hit subscribe, and comment below your favorite figure in this review. It really helps out the channel. Now let's get to it. Let's check out Funky, the main monkey. The parts used to make Funky Kong are really well done for his head. I love the print on the front with the shades. They shine really nicely in the light. His mouth is the same as DK's. I like how it looks a lot. The color is the same too, and the fur is a different color as well. His head is also a similar build to DK, so that's pretty cool. The bandana he has at the top of his head is really nice also. It's a really great build, honestly. All these slopes, it's super awesome, I gotta say. Good job, Lego. And coming over to the back of his head, he does some sloping pieces that slope up to the back of the head, adding a little bit of skull back there, as well as this ball joint that's pretty good for articulation. And we do get up pretty far for Funky. He can fly now, everybody, as well as down, not that much, with a little bit of pivot over here all the way around. But my big problem is that he can't really look left or right without looking up as well. It doesn't really want to work with this kind of thing, which is a shame, but it's a great head sculpt. I do like it a lot. The body is similar to DK's, and I think the arms are basically DK's, except they have better articulation on them. I do like how bulky they look, as well as, yeah, we have this gray piece, but I like that because of a certain reason. The arm can go up and out and around a little bit, and it's just so more expressive and better than DK can ever do. So yeah, Funky has that point. And the hand can swivel around really well on both sides, and it works like that because this is mirrored to that one. It's great. The chest is basically his shirt with a belt and the buckle, and his pants over here looking really nice. And the back is also sloped really well. Could be better on this side though, a little bit left and right, I don't know. But then again, if you did that, you wouldn't have the articulation moving back for his arms. So yeah, you take what you can get with this figure. I still do like it though, it's really good. And the legs are crafted really well. I actually like this a lot. The fur from his legs as well as the pants really blend in seamlessly. It looks awesome all the way around. He does have the same feet as DK over here, and his legs can move back this far, forward this far, not that much. You can go down and then up as well, pretty far with these two. It works out nicely. And I just think Funky is a great figure, a great character, and an awesome, cool dude. Yeah. Thumbs up, kind of. Funky Kong stands at about 4 inches taller, so next to... And here is Funky next to Donkey Kong. You can see a lot of similarities between their builds, mostly the arms and the bodies pretty much too. I feel like you can combine them together to make an alternate kind of better DK at least. Using some parts from Funky in a different color, that is, combining them isn't the right word, but I do think that Funky's on the right track for a better standing Kong that DK could be. And here's Funky Kong next to Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong. They look really nice together, honestly, scaled really well, I gotta say. And it's so good to see these three, especially in a Donkey Kong Country 2 context where Funky's theme is the best of all time. And they all do look great together, I think. Just these three Kongs are just so nice, and I really love these three, especially, yeah, take a hike, DK, I'm sorry. But we're gonna have a barrel of fun right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Funky wouldn't be Funky without Funky's flights, would he? So I got this plane, didn't even build it, and yeah, it came this way, so let's go over it. The front of the plane looks nice, split off into 4 different sections over here. I do wish there was a propeller, although that would be nice, and I do think this is cool with the cockpit area. We'll go over that in a bit. The bottom of the plane has some bamboo tech over here with some nice wheels too that can move. Did you know that Lego is the most maker of wheels for rubber, at least in the world? That's awesome. And even going further under the plane, we have this piece over here that serves as kind of a rudder or a bumper or something, but honestly, I would rather have more wheels. That'd be great. The wing of the plane is this flat piece with studs over here. You could probably put a Kong or two on this. That would work out great. I wish it was a little more out though, like rounded. That would be nice, like Diddy Kong Racing. And as for the other side, we'll get to that in a bit. And the back of the plane is pretty nice. We have this rounded, really nicely done with the parts. its kind of like tail fin. It's awesome. And then the rudder up here is built so geniusly. It's built to the side kind of, then you just push it up and boom, it's a rudder. That's great. And the back has some exhaust, and again, it needs like a fire or some kind of smoke or something. The front and back of the plane are really missing a lot of stuff when it comes to extra parts. And the top and shape of the plane mostly is pretty sleek and chunky. Well, that's a different Kong, but you get my drift. I really love how this looks sloped back, and this looks great too attached to the top. And okay, now that we've seen most of the plane, if not all of the plane, let's go over the interior. Opening up the top of the plane reveals this barrel that I moved, as well as this sticker piece I moved at least. I don't think I'll ever really use these, so yeah, I put them in the cockpit. I don't have a Mario figure to use it for, so there's no reason and no point for me to have these out, so yeah, they're just gonna sit here, I guess. There's also a stud over here and a plate over here for when you want to put the top of the plane back on, but I do think it's kind of bad this way, so maybe I'll just add a piece over here to keep it from moving. The control panel looks nice. It's 82 miles an hour, only 6 more until this can go back to the future, but it's really awesome, I gotta say, how this whole interior looks, especially for a smaller figure. And now for the goodies. I did move a few things around here and there, things that I needed, things that I didn't, and things that will eventually come to pass over here. We first off have the life balloons. I love these. I think it's 1, 2, and then 3 lives, if I'm not mistaken, as well as a lantern over here, and one more barrel over here. The thing on top of it I'll probably go over next time, but I love the life balloons. They look so good, and they're iconic, yes! And we also have 2 rounded pieces over here. I think they're just for like flipping this thing back, but it doesn't flip back, so I don't know what they're for. If you know what they're for, let me know in the comments below. And here's Funky showing off his plane. Oh, he's like a proud dad. But yeah, this is an awesome companion piece to Funky. I probably wouldn't have gotten Funky without the plane, or vice versa. Funky's flying by, stands at about 3 to 3.5 inches taller, so whether you're counting the top of the plane or the rudder, and from front to back, about 6 inches long or so. It looks nice, and it's actually scaled pretty well. Here's the plane next to DK, next to Diddy, next to Dixie, and next to Funky. And as far as putting Kongs on the wing of the plane, it works out fine. You just have to put one Kong at a time, sadly, but it's still pretty cool. You can even get Dixie's hair waving in the wind with this. It works out pretty well, and I love it. DK doesn't really fit here, sadly. He brings the plane down. And he kind of works in the cockpit, at least. No, Funky! You don't understand. There is a Kremling on the wing of the plane. And Funky is pretty big for the cockpit. He can't really fit in even without the barrel I took out and taking out the top of the plane too. He doesn't really stick on here, sadly. But if you're insane like me, you can also make this into another Mario Kart type scenario where, yeah, everyone just has a heart now. It's just inevitable. Let's go. Overall, we've got the funk. Funky Kong is a great evolution of Donkey Kong, and he looks a lot like his game counterpart. I love the bandana, I love the clothing, I love the colors, as well as the shades. It's all amazing. I do wish, though, that maybe he and his fellow Kongs could be bigger for more articulation as well as looks, but I get they want to keep it to a smaller size for the characters, especially scaling nicely with Mario. Funky's flying by Biplane is awesome, and I love how it looks. It's a great replica from the games, and once again, Nintendo as well as Lego knocked it out of the park here in collaboration. The shape of the plane is chunky yet durable. I love the little details in it, as well as the sail stall inside with the balloons, the barrels, the lantern. It's all well and good. My only issues with this are I wish that Funky could ride it, or we have some more wheels on it and maybe a propeller and some smoke, but either way, it's a great piece that represents some Kong history. It's great. So if you're a fan of Donkey Kong, the fellow Kongs, or planes in general, then you'll love this figure and his plane. It's really nice. I would highly recommend picking up Funky Kong and his plane a la carte if you're interested, or getting the full set. They're both pretty good. But make no mistake, if I'm not flying, I'm buying. So which of these two is your favorite, Funky Kong or his plane? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.